AP World History. I have beef with AP World History. All of my acne was thanks to this class. The class spans from the year 1200 to present day. Do you know how much stuff happened between that? And they want us to remember all that? The main principle in AP World History is water, good. Water means crops and crops mean food. Food means more people and more people equals civilization. And when a civilization has a lot of food, they now have the energy to do more things like thinking, getting new spices and silk by trading, or by force, and more farming. It's pretty interesting stuff to see the cause and effect of human greed and how different civilizations interacted with each other. But guess what? That's not what AP World History is about. Because this class is actually called AP Jeopardy. Mansa Musa, who we know as the 9th Emperor of Mali, was famously known for creating the most wealthy kingdom of Africa. In 1324, Mansa Musa went on a pilgrimage to Mecca as he was practicing the Hajj from Islam. What did he eat for breakfast that day? Huh? How does this have to do with anything? And why are there 6 options? Okay, well, it's either E or F. They kinda made this question a little too easy. I'm going with E. Wrong! It's none of the above. Mansa Musa actually ate gold-plated barley burgers with gold-plated yam fries. He was the Elon Musk of back then. You really think he'd be eating onion and carrot soup? Alright, next question. This question's my favorite. When was Alexander the Great born? Why is there all of the above? Math. I'm gonna split this up into 2 categories. Math with numbers and math with letters. Math with numbers is pretty cool. It's cute to bust out the quick multiplication if I'm at the burger shop wanting to know how much it'll cost for 2 burgers when 1 burger costs $5. $5 times 2? That's $10. That's pretty useful. But once math starts having letters and Greek letters, fun fact, one day in the 1900s, there was a college English writing professor who had to take a medical leave, and so he had a substitute teacher fill in for him. Well, the sub was a guy named Lim Tanaka, and Mr. Lim accidentally thought he was filling in for a math class. Mr. Lim asked the class what they went over yesterday with their original professor and proceeded to write down his name. The class mentioned how they'd been typing their essay. Before Mr. Lim could finish writing his name, he was confused about what he heard. What was that? Essay. Essay? No, like writing an essay? Oh, is this not a calculus class? No! Embarrassingly, Mr. Lim packed up his belongings and left the classroom. But what he didn't realize is that he had unknowingly invented limits for trigonometric functions. This limit identity was invented by Lim Tanaka. Okay, I made that whole thing up. And that's exactly how it feels to do math with letters. Spanish. This is the one class I actually used outside of school. Every Spanish class I took, we'd have to cram a bunch of vocabulary words for weekly quizzes, which were never fun, but I found myself applying Spanish the most in the outside world. There's this grocery store that I go to a lot, and the workers there are all speaking Spanish. I was supposed to pick up some toothpicks, but I couldn't find it. So I asked the guy stocking the inventory. He should know where they are. He's literally the guy that does it. So I go up to this middle-aged guy and ask him, "Hi, where are the toothpicks?" He gives me a frightened face and says, "Oh, no inglés." This guy doesn't know that I know how to speak Spanish. A little bit. "Oh, habla español?" Sí. That means yes. His face immediately lit up, and this is the kind of stuff that makes me appreciate learning Spanish. Being able to actually apply something I learned from school, like, I'm not going up to people and saying, "Oh, do you know how to use the Pythagorean theorem?" "Oh yeah, really? Oh my gosh, that's so cool." So I asked the guy, "¿Dónde está, I don't know what toothpick is in Spanish. Usamos este después de comer para los dientes?" And I make a toothpick gesture. He said something back and said, "Pasta de dientes," which I remember means toothpaste. No. And then he makes the dental floss gesture, and I'm like, no. Ah, yes. 2 grown men playing charades in the middle of a grocery store. I told him I'll just show him a picture of it on Google, but he spotted a coworker nearby and waved him over. No, I can do this! But the other guy comes up and he speaks both English and Spanish. I ask him for toothpicks and he tells me, "Oh, they're in aisle 3. "Oh, you mean aisle 3? What? Why am I acting like I only speak Spanish? Palillo. That's toothpick in Spanish.